going to record. I told you I'm terrible at this. Share my screen. I don't know if it'll work. I might have to unshare, then share. Can you see that? Did it go to the team call? Awesome. All right, so I'm going to leave it like, no, am I? All right, I'm going to try one more time. If it kicks me off again, we'll just leave it like this. Okay, present. Yay, okay. So if you guys can't see this, just unmute and scream because I can not see you now. Okay, so welcome to, oh crap, you know what? Sorry. I don't think I re-recorded it. Record. No, we are recording. Okay, awesome. Let's go. Okay, so tonight's team call, guys, I'm going to go over just some household things first, and then we'll get into the topic of conversation. But as usual, this is Misfit Legion's Sunday night team call every Sunday at 8:30. Today is January 17th, so we're more than halfway through the month, which is just crazy. So yeah, let's get started. Tomorrow morning, I wanted to remind you, every Monday, January 18th, we have Bonnie Engel tomorrow, and there's the number where you can dial in, or if you're working and not able to hear it live, there's the number for a playback line as well. But something really special about Bonnie Engel is that last year at this exact time, she was a 2-star diamond. We both qualified for the exact same event. It was the New Leader Conference, and we were both there. And I chatted with her, and she was just a brand new coach, kind of just like me, you know, just getting her business started, just qualified 2-star. And here she is 1 year later, you guys, and she's a 15-star diamond, number 5 in the entire network. So she has grown a ton over the last 12 months, and she has so much value to add. So I definitely recommend hopping on live if you can. If you cannot hop online, then that playback line should be a big priority for you. Okay, registration for the cruise. That is on Tuesday. So I keep thinking it'll be on Monday, but it's not. It's on Tuesday. So again, we talked about this last week, but I just wanted to kind of put it out there again if you guys wanted to take some notes. So the Success Club trip for 2017 is in Punta Cana, which is super awesome. And you can sign up at 9 a.m. Pacific time on January 19th. That is, what was I going to say, a $300 non-refundable deposit. And then your trip can actually be paid for by you hitting Success Club every month. So for the higher Success Club points you earn monthly, the more cruise dollars you earn monthly. They will add up those cruise dollars throughout the entire year, and that money goes towards your trip. So I keep saying cruise. I'm so lost because it's not even a cruise. I put cruise on here too. Sorry, guys. We're going on a cruise this year. Next year's Punta Cana. But you know what I mean. So basically, these trip dollars will be added up throughout the year, and you could go on this trip completely free. Because of the growth in our company, they've actually planned 2 trips. This is the first time they've ever planned 2 trips. So there's going to be 2 waves of registration. You can either catch the first trip, which is 423 to 427, or the second, which is 427 to 51. I'm personally enrolled to go on the first trip. So if you want to join me in Punta Cana in 2017, schedule for that first wave so we can all celebrate together. You are able to take a guest for free. 1 guest is included, and any other guests will be an additional cost. Huh? Yeah. Registration for Team Cup is tomorrow. So this is awesome. I don't know who the captains of your team is. It doesn't matter who it is. It just needs to be somebody who's going to plan your team calls for you, somebody who's going to register you and develop the team name. You need teams of 5. Only 1 diamond per team. You don't have to have a diamond on your team, but if you do, you can only have 1 of them. And I've said this multiple times. If you have coaches on your team, I encourage you to lead them and start a group and get them involved and excited. This Team Cup every year, if you take it seriously, it's a great, great opportunity for you to grow your business, really get to know people on the team. So if you're not currently on a Team Cup and you need a Team Cup team, then after this call, you can just post in our Misfit Legion team page, like, hey, who needs more members on their team? And we can form some groups because tomorrow is the registration. Okay, so starting with goals. I am coming up on my 2-year anniversary, and I thought this was a good transition into our topic tonight and why I think goal setting is so important. And starting your year off right is so important with goal setting and thinking about what you want out of this business. Kind of coming into this, why are you here type of thing, and what do you want to achieve? If you look at my goal board in 2014 when I started, this was 1 week into my business, and the goals I had set for myself I thought were great goals. I wanted to hit Success Club every single month. I wanted to sign up 2 active coaches by 3/13, which is exactly 1 month after I had signed up to be an active coach. I had 30 pounds to lose, so I really wanted to lose the weight for myself. I wanted to develop a lifestyle eating change just because I was new into this fitness and health world, and I really wanted to make a change for the better. And then last but not least, I was learning in my first week about rank and, progress in the business. So I made a goal for myself that I never wanted to backpedal. And what I meant by that was when I achieved Emerald, I wanted to stay Emerald. When I achieved Diamond, I wanted to stay Diamond and never backpedal, go forward. So it goes to show you that when you really write your goals down on paper and you work really, really hard to achieve them and you look at those goals every single day, how much can change in a year? I will tell you guys that I achieved every single goal on that board. I did become a Success Club All-Star, meaning I hit Success Club for 24 months in a row now. I did sign up 2 coaches on my team. I did lose the 30 pounds. I did develop a new lifestyle change, and I haven't backtracked in my business. So I will say that, does every goal on your goal board come true? No, but I really believe the things you put on paper, you should really be striving to achieve in your life, because it just goes to show you how much is actually possible. So I wanted to go forward 2 years, giving you guys what you're looking at now. And one thing that's really cool about this goal board to this goal board is I just see a completely different person. And what I see in this person is growth. I see confidence. I see somebody who really believes in dreaming big. I see somebody who's not afraid to go for it anymore. Somebody who's not scared of what other people will think. You know what I mean? So it comes setting goals and starting your year with vision boards, goals, breaking those down to monthly goals, and really working your butt off to try to achieve those goals. Amazing things can happen. So I'm kind of just shoving goals down your throat right now because it is a new year, and it's a great opportunity for you to make the changes that you want to make in your life. But it all starts with writing them down. Remember that a goal, I think it's a goal without a vision will perish. So for me, I look at a vision as something that I can see every day, something that I can look on paper and know is achievable.
But you do it.
Do we have any questions?
And everything else. That's the reason why I kind of like it.
You're good now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and mute our line. We have some background noise. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get into tonight's conversation. Creating a duplication mindset. I want to start with this, understanding the type of business that you're in. I feel like we come into this business and it's hard, because in the beginning it's hard to set goals because we're unfamiliar with the business. We're unfamiliar with how big this opportunity actually is. And, we don't really maximize the potential of this business just because we're of lack of education. Like, we just don't know, lack of knowledge. So I just want to throw it out there, guys. You're in a business that provides you the tools to grow yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. You're in a business that if you do the above things, grow yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, and you make it a priority to become better, that gives you the confidence to share this business with other people. So I wrote some notes just so I would remember to tell you these things, but self-evaluation is so huge. There's a reason that it took me 8 months to find more than one solid coach in my business. And because the thing about this business is it's not going to grow further than you grow yourself. So what I mean by that is if you're just trying to how do I say this? If you're just trying to go through the motions and just make a quick buck, or just trying to get to diamond, but you're not really applying yourself, you're not really investing in personal growth or really wanting to become better, you're not going to grow a strong, stable business. You have to really want to be here because you know that, you're made for more, and you believe that you can do more, and that you believe that you deserve more, and you want to be better because let's face it, we can all be better in certain areas of our lives. So I believe for me, there's a reason that it took 8 months to find more than one solid coach. And that's because I was trying to cheat the business. I was trying to just get ahead without actually allowing myself to grow. So remember that it always starts with you, and that your business is only going to move as fast as you do in growth. So the other thing I want to say is, this business is so much more than a challenge pack, than Success Club, than Star Diamond. We get so caught up in these ranks and these numbers and all of these things that can just stress us out. And it really makes us forget what this business can do for us. And I really want you to start looking at this as a gift. I want you to start looking at this of what this can do for your family. And, maybe money's not your driving force here, and that's fine, but there's a lot of things that can change when you develop financial freedom, when you develop freedom of time. And if you can really just kind of hone in on that, envision that for yourself, what would it mean? What would my life look like if I achieved the goals that I actually put on my vision board that scare the crap out of me? So knowing and believing that this business can do that, and that really comes with, again, growing yourself, understanding what type of business you're in. So the second thing, looking at this business as a gift to give. And I know a lot of times that we talk about how recruiting coaches and inviting people to the sneak peek. And sometimes we just feel like it's icky, and it's, we feel like we're recruiting, and we feel like we're part of this like network marketing thing, and, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, like, you have to ask, like, I can't imagine where would Misfit Legion be if I would have quit a year ago? When things got tough, when I didn't hit my goals, when I failed, where would it be if I'd never did this? Chances are more than half of the people in our team page wouldn't be here, because it would have never continued to grow and expand, because, I was too scared to share it. And, because I just kind of swallowed my pride, and I let myself grow and fail, and I got back up. We are where we are today, and I think that you should start looking at that in the same way for yourself, understanding that you guys are the beginning of your future and your team's future. So every time you're not taking this business seriously, you're not showing up, you're failing to share the business, you're failing to become the best version of yourself, you're not only stripping an opportunity from yourself, but from so many other people that this could actually change their life. So if you're a coach that says this business doesn't work, it's because you're not doing the work, and you're not opening yourself to becoming better. You have to want change, and you have to want to attract people who want the same changes as you do. So again, you can't fake it in Beachbody. You can't fake it in this business. It starts completely on the inside. And sometimes for me, for example, it took me seeing a physical transformation before it turned into an internal transformation. And that's okay. Sometimes it's backwards. But at the end of the day, I knew I had a lot of personal growth to do. And now because of that, I look at Beachbody as such a gift. And, put money aside, put everything aside. I've been able to help so many people achieve their health and fitness goals. I've been able to help so many people achieve financial goals. Here I am going into my second trimester of pregnancy, and I'm 30 pounds lighter than I would have been had I not started Beachbody. So this business truly is a gift. And if you really start looking at it that way, and sharing this opportunity with other people and allowing it to work for you, most importantly, it's going to duplicate from there. Number 3, starting your new coaches off right. So this is a big one. And I think that what a lot of people don't understand, and this comes with time in the business, this comes with experience, but eliminating the you factor is big. Because when you step into the leader role, aka when you sign up your first coach, when you sign up your first customer, it's no longer about you anymore. So it's kind of a hard thing to juggle, because one thing you really need to learn, and you'll learn as you read leadership books, is that leadership is a very, very lonely role. You don't get to, it's not about you anymore. It's about helping the people that come to you and confide in you for their help. And at the same time you're doing that, you're also working on yourself and your personal journey, but you're always investing in other people first and truly wanting the best for them. So it becomes less about you and more about the people on your team. So what I mean by that is just getting out of the mindset and what say you bring in a coach, like you can't look at your coach as, I need this coach to do this or achieve this rank to help me reach my goals. Like you have to get in the mindset on, I just brought a new coach into this business. I feel so blessed that I'm able to give this gift to somebody. How can I help them change their life? And if they're serious about business growth, if they want to, capitalize on this opportunity and really take advantage of it, then you need your coaches to be a product of the product. So getting them in challenge group and helping them see great results and actually believing in the results in Shakeology and Beachbody programs. Embarking on a personal development plan, because we all know that if you're consistent with personal development, what a change it can make, what a positive change it can make. And last but not least, for new coaches, growing your business by sharing with at least 3 people in your first month. So we know if we bring coaches in who are really serious about this business and are ready to get on the ground running, that we want to help them get in Success Club. We want to help them hit Success Starters. We want them to earn that call with Carl Deichler. And we really want to give them the opportunity to seize every opportunity that's available to them. So number one, guys, new coaches started off right, and I feel like a lot of the times we fail. And I know I failed, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many times with new coaches because I had that ulterior motive. And that was just lack of growth in myself, and I really needed to step back. And when I did that, my business started to shift. So remember, stepping into that leader role is lonely, and you just have to accept that and know that your upline is going to be here for you and the rest of the team is going to be here for you. But in the meantime, it's not about you. It's not about your business. It's about you really changing that coach's life or that customer's life that you just brought into the business. Lastly, your business will not grow without a team. Guys, I think I'm up to 24 personally sponsored coaches now. And every single day, if not every day, at least 4 times a week, I have coaches messaging me saying, why isn't their business not advancing? Like they just don't understand what they're doing wrong. Is it because they're placed on a weak leg? Is it because they're in a dead spot? Is it because, any other excuse it could possibly be? But at the end of the day, like they're not self-evaluating. They're not looking at their organization to know that they don't have one coach in the business that wants to be just like them. They don't have one coach in the business that makes it a priority to hit Success Club every month, that has a personal why and a drive and wants to help other people do the same. So that's what's going to grow and duplicate your business, is when you find people who want this as bad as you want this. And I just want to say something, because this is kind of a double-edged sword, is that you're not going to bring somebody into this business who wants it more than you do. And that's a hard thing to understand. But what you have to understand is, look at yourself when you came into this business. You didn't really know what you want. You didn't know how to completely set goals, but you had a coach and you had somebody that believed in you. And as you got on team calls, as you set goals, as you helped your first customer, you started to get more confident and you started to dream bigger. And you started to really, fall in love with Beachbody. You started to dream for yourself. And then you become the coach that, is the dream coach. And that's what you have to think about when you bring new people into this business, is understanding that they're going to be at a completely different mindset than you're at right now. So you just have to kind of bear with them and just be there for them and be a coach, help them see results and help them believe in the company. And, by doing that, you're really going to see growth in your team. So just remember that it always starts with you. If you want this to work, you have to be here. You have to get out of the instant gratification mindset that, oh my gosh, I've been in the business 2 months and I haven't achieved my goals. Like, guys, that's not how this works. Growth doesn't happen overnight. It could take months. It could take years. And I wanted to use the elite, our team hitting elite, as an example, because I set that goal in January of 2015. And guys, we didn't become an elite team until December 31st, 2015. So that means it took our team 365 days to achieve that. How many people do you know would push for one goal for 365 days without wanting to quit? Can you imagine how many failures what happened in between that 365 days, and how many times I wanted to throw in the towel or quit, but I had a bigger vision. I believe in the business. I believe in our coaches on our team. And you need to get in that mindset too, that do whatever it takes mindset and never give up mindset. So realize what it takes to be here and be here in a year. See what you can do. See what you can do in that year. You know, you might hear coaches say, be here in a year. So then you're kind of twiddling your thumbs a year later, like, oh, let me just see what happens. And then a year later comes and you're in the exact same spot you were a year earlier. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's be here in a year and you're putting in work every single day. You know, you're really, really trying hard in this business to achieve things. You're showing up. You're being a student. You're teachable. You schedule calls with your upline because you want to be better. You want to work on yourself. So if you're doing all those things every day for a year, you know, that's when we say that your business is going to see amazing growth. So, oh, one more thing. Breaking down your goals. I think this is really, really important. Yearly to quarterly to weekly, whatever you need to do so it looks achievable to you. You know, I posted that vision board for you guys to see and how big those goals are to me. And, you know, I don't know if it's big to you, but it's really big to me. And that vision board scares me so much. But the reason that I still believe that I can do it is because every single goal on that board I have broken down on how I can achieve it. So I'm just going to use income as an example because that's easy to break down. But say that you want to make a certain amount of money this year. Say you want to make $50,000 in your Beachbody business. So you need to divide that by months, right? To see how much you need to be bringing in monthly. And then you need to divide that by weeks to see how much you need to have on your weekly paychecks. And then from there, you know, it's understanding the compensation plan so that you know how to maximize income, because we all know that there's so many other amazing opportunities and ways to make money in this company other than commission sales. So it's really understanding the compensation plan and, you know, reverse engineering weekly goals to daily goals so that you know how to achieve what you want to achieve. So say you need to be making $150 to $200 a week in your business, you know, how are you going to do that? And, then you know what else that does, guys? If you don't, what it does is it shows you the work that it takes for you to achieve your goals. And then you can kind of self-evaluate from there, because you can look back in a month and say, did I do everything that I needed to do daily to achieve the goal that I wanted to achieve that $50,000 a year goal? You know what I mean? And if you didn't, then you either need to step your game up or lower your expectations, because that's the only way that we can be real with ourselves. So that's all I got. I'm going to stop sharing. And do we have any questions? Was that helpful? Thumbs up. Yeah. Good stuff. Bad stuff. Yeah. So I think this business obviously is life-changing, and I'm proof of that. But I will say that, like, it's been lonely celebrating that this year, because when you don't have your team to, you know, celebrate all that success too, it's like, that's my complete drive this year, is for you guys to be achieving everything that you want to achieve on your vision board and understanding how to break that down so these can become real. You know what I mean? And you can be living the life that you want to be living a year from now. So take this time on this call. Like, if you have any questions, comments, like, speak up. Maybe you have something to add. Anybody, I would love to hear from you. And I talk super fast, so that's why I made those slides, so you guys could write some stuff down if you needed. Nothing?
I'll say something.
Okay.
I do want to say something in regards to the fact that, can you guys hear me okay? I'm on headphones. Okay. It honestly, every single thing I was taking notes as you were talking, because all that was great information. And it was something that I think that as you were talking, it was kind of funny, because that's a lot of how I did my business in the past year to help me accomplish my really big goal of leaving my full-time job. And I think that a lot of times we quit before it gets good. And, a lot of times, I was actually talking to a couple of my coaches about this week. We talk about the whole, like, be here a year from now thing. Every time, I think that the coaches that give up early, they never get to see the true thing, because they're always looking at how this business is so hard and oh crap, I didn't hit Success Club as fast as I wanted to, or I missed it this month. And we're always looking at the bad things. And what you're doing every single time that you're sitting there and stressing about all these bad things is you're slowing yourself down so much. And then yes, when you tell yourself that these things are hard, it gets really, really hard. And I think that another big misconception is that we look at all these elite coaches, we look at all these top coaches, and we think that like they just have things handed to them. But it's they work their asses off for it. And I'm realizing it this year already, only 17 days into the year, as I'm pushing for elite at this point, that like it's not going to be easy. Like your focus has to be on a certain thing, but you have to eliminate that like, what if this doesn't work strategy in your mind. And the one thing that I just kept noticing you saying through this whole thing was that it always starts with you. And the moment that your head goes the wrong way, like everything's going to go the wrong way. Mm-hmm. So that's just something that I just wanted to kind of bring up again, because I feel like the one thing that I focused on last year to help me reach my goal of leaving my full-time job was my why, was my mindset. And now after I accomplished that why, it's kind of like yours, Natalie, where it's like, oh my God, I want to see that happen for my team too. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's really just keeping your vision clear and then not giving up before that big thing happens. I mean, like obviously none of us are where we want to be yet, but we're still working at it. And the moment you stop working at it, like what do you have? So just keep going. You got to keep going.
Yeah, that's so true. And thank you for like kind of bringing that up. I think 100%, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you can work your butt off and maybe fail, but know that you'll be a lot closer than you were if you started, or you can quit and you could go back to square one and never achieve the goal because you're scared to try. So at the end of the day, it's a lose-lose, or you could lose till you win type of thing. And that's what I want our team's motto to be this year, is just like never give up and just fight for what you deserve. And you know, people think all this stuff is crazy about dreaming big and chasing your dreams, but the thing is, it's not. And 2 years ago, I was this depressed, anxiety-filled, you know, human being that was in a minimum wage job with $15,000 of credit card debt and deferring my student loan payments to completely debt-free and, you know, making enough money to where we can have a great savings account and get things that we need to get, and we're healthy and happy. And it's all because I just literally learned to believe in myself and believe that I could. So go on that journey, you know, go on that journey, give yourself permission to do this, because if you do and you don't give a crap what anybody else thinks of you, a year from now, they're going to be wondering how they can do it too. So this was an awesome call. Do you guys have anything else to add? Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for coming, and I will see you next Sunday. Talk to you soon. And this is recorded, so I'll get it posted for you guys. Bye.